Indo Skosana is a South African poet and writer. Some of his poems were published by the Poetry Institute of Africa, based in Durban. Others are catalogued at the National English Literature Museum at Grahamstown University. One poem, I Won't Tarnish Your Image, has been published by the South African Human Rights Commission. In 2021, he published a new poetry collection entitled Dire Straits, an anthology of pure poems. Indo is here with us today to talk right about his book. Hi Indo, it's so nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, Gigi, this book is basically a commentary on human affairs and the natural phenomenon. You know, as human beings, we engage in all sorts of activities, the good, the bad, and the art. Now, the tone of this book, Dire Straits, just gives, is actually a portrayal of what is going on. It's not a judgment, it's just the tone, it's just a comment, a comment. It doesn't judge anybody, it's tries to point out a better way. Because we as human beings, we inhabit this universe that was given by nature. So what we do against one another or against each other, sometimes so it's just like a commentary, it's not a judgment.
When did you first feel this urgency to write poetry in your life, if there was a particular moment?
Okay, basically, I did writing, short stories and novels. Poetry, I started writing poetry when I saw that, when I started reading some poems. Then I saw, okay, these people are good speakers because the way they use the words. Because myself, as a reader and writer, I'm inspired by the ways. So I started to explore. That was way back in 1995, to explore writing poetry. You know, writing takes a lot of patience and time and loneliness. You know, reading is the other side of writing. One has to read a lot of books, not any particular books, but any book. You know, the diction of writing will come itself. It will become easy. So, as you see, the collection has been fine-tuned over the last 30 or more years. As you see, this is the final product. Because always we have to fine-tune. Some poems you can just write away, it can become good. But other poems takes time. As you go, you see another word, that word intrigues. And then you say, oh, this could make a good diction for a particular poem. Then you go back, then you rewrite, you fine-tune until the final product. I think this in space answers your question.
Okay, so when you write poetry, what does really inspire you? Life, nature, feelings? Which is in general the best moment for you to write poetry?
You know, anything, you know, as a writer, you must observe the universe. You must observe what nature does. You know, actually, the universe is a beautiful place. If scientists tell us that our Earth, the planet, is just a part of the greater universe. From space, the what you call the Earth planet is just a ball, a tennis ball, floating on space. So this scientific, what you call innovations, phenomena, inspires us to make use, to observe and write down. If anything intrigues you, then you automatically write it down. Because when you write it down, it inspires more. It inspires you more. Because you can always go back what you have written. And the more you go back, the better you can fine-tune that poem. You know, in other words, the love of words, to answer you, the love of words, the love of phenomena, especially nature, and the love of the people and what and their activities. I think this basically answers the question.
Thank you very
The
much,
inspiration.
Indo.
Okay. Okay. One last moment. The inspiration of poem can come from anywhere, anytime, and can be inspired by anything. The basic principle, you must observe the universe. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to wish you good luck with your book, with Dire Straits, which is available in bookstores and in digital platforms. And it's a publication by Europe Books.